Okay, folks, this is an impractical one. You don't know whether it's suitable for summer or winter. It's probably better just between seasons like spring and autumn without it getting too hot or too cold, because this article isn't really suited for either. It's a real pain. But let's see if we can make it look any good. Silly. Accidentally pressed the wrong tray. Flood warning again. Another flood warning. We've not got no fucking floods in Cameron. Look at it, folks. Sunny, bright as sunny as can be. This stupid weather reporting technology is a load of shit. Sorry, had to say that. And this photocopier technology is a load of shit. Everything's a load of shit. It's all about money. This is what happens when the money fuckers take over everything. They fuck it up. You know, the love of money is the root of all stupidity as far as I'm concerned. They say it's the root of all evil, but stupidity can be evil. And stupidity is stupid. We don't want this stupidity in the world. You know, we don't want money fucking. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous fuckwits. Control everything. They don't know what they're fucking doing and they don't fucking care. As long as they go home with loads of money, well, yeah. I'd like to see these rich people lose their jobs, lose their money, and have to rely on social security, like here in Australia, it's Centrelink. You know, don't get me wrong, you know, Centrelink's a good system compared with a lot of places in the world, but it's not what you can live on. Unless you're a disabled person like myself and you can't work in a normal job, it's a lifesaver. It's a lifesaver for people like myself who can't work. If I lived in the US, I'd be begging on the street. So I give the thumbs up to my experience overall with Centrelink, and I'm not happy with being on Centrelink, folks. I want to make money being an artist. I want to make money and have opportunities and get in touch with my partner Luigi. So I'm trying to get on the 6 o'clock news on Channel 9, which is proving to be more difficult. And I want to just pull myself up by the bootstraps and try and find an alternative way of earning a keep away from social security, because you don't get paid much, right? Don't get, you know, but at the same time, you know, it's not designed for luxury. It's just designed to get you by. You know, they have limited amount of money, so they have to make it, yeah. So, because people could often rort the system. There's a lot of people who like to rort Centrelink, and that's really bad. You know, I really hate the way people try their best to rort the system, because the system, that's why they make it so hard, because people rort the system, folks. People fake it. People pretend that they're sick or disabled. People pretend that they're unemployed. You know, that's why they've become so hard, because people are so fucking stupid and selfish. You know, if they can work in a normal job and find a normal job, you know, that would be fun. I'd love to work in a normal job if I could. You know, I would love it if I could be a photocopier technician. You know, I'd love it. I'd love to be somebody, not be a fucking social security recipient and having to work in what effectively is a sheltered workshop. I want to be able to fly. I want to have my dreams come true. I want to help others in this world who are less fortunate than myself. And I need Channel 9 to help enable that. And I need to get this stuff on the news so I can leave Centrelink and leave it for someone else who's got no other choice but to rely on it, to do my bit, to give back to society, to give back to the taxpayers who fund this stuff, who fund my life. You know, without the taxpayer on, I am nothing. I'd be on the street, as I said. I'd be on the fucking street if it wasn't for Centrelink, folks. I would be on the bloody fucktard street. And that's just, it's really no fun being on Centrelink. But man, I'm so glad we've got it, folks. At least it keeps me alive. Keeps me, my tummy filled. And I also have social housing that I'm grateful for too. You know, these systems are not perfect, but at least they are livable compared with places overseas. But that doesn't mean I want to stay in this lifestyle forever. I want to fucking break out of it. I want to make something of myself. I want to be somebody. You know, I used to love dreaming about being a photocopier technician when I was a teenager. I remember it, folks. It was the highlight of school, going to careers class, to dream, to talk about. You know, to talk about this shit. You know, to really dream and to... Because school was hard. School was horrible. I got teased, I got bullied, I got into trouble a lot. I have had brain damage at birth that was not diagnosed, and I had problems absorbing and retaining information even when I was young, and I struggled, and I also believe I have high functioning autism, also undiagnosed, and that fucked me up in the social realm at school. And I ended up teased and bullied mercilessly. So I had it hard, folks. I do have another diagnosis. I have a disability that has been diagnosed. That's given me my Centrelink entitlements. But it's not something I can talk to here. It's got loads of stigma attached, and I don't want to expose the stigma of this, even though I have every right to talk about it, just like I'm talking about the high functioning autism that hasn't been diagnosed, and also the brain damage I had at birth, which also has not been diagnosed. So, you know, I have to I'm just going to make a switcheroo, folks. So yeah, I just want to have a chance at life, you know. I'm not going to become a photocopier technician anymore. You know, I'd like it if they had. I'm hoping one day they'll have brain implants that'll help repair the disability, my short-term memory and my hippocampus function, which I believe has been damaged by the oxygen starvation at birth. Quarter on my neck and a breech birth. So yeah, I look forward to that, and then I want to redesign the photocopier from scratch. I want to be a mover and a shaker. And that's come up looking really quite a treat. I think we can now call this demo quits.